Good afternoon, everybody. It's Brexit Brian. I'm in Poole, Dorset, and I'm outside the Royal National Lifeboat Institute College. This is a massive estate here, 4 or 5 huge buildings, and we're here today to demonstrate, or rather the group that is here today is here to demonstrate against the Royal National Lifeboat Institute bringing these economic migrants over, similar to a taxi service. Currently, it looks like the lefties slightly outnumber us. There's probably about 40 of them over there, possibly 50. It was funny because we had a load of them come along earlier, all masked up. You know, why are they masked up? Why are they hiding their faces? I ask you, patriots, why are those lefties over there hiding their faces? So here we are now. There's going to be speeches. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to give a few words myself. We have nothing at all against the actual lifeboat men or the organisation per se. It's just this one issue. Obviously, most of the people that are here are from the region, you know, Portsmouth, Bournemouth, Southampton. Oh, we got a man from Southampton there. Yeah, give us a wave.
We got a big
we got a big man today. Yeah. Anybody from Bournemouth here today? Yeah, let's have it. Anybody local from Poole? Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's brilliant. Anyone from anywhere else? Hey, let's have that. So we've got a fantastic atmosphere here, as per usual, amongst us patriots. We are going to have some good speeches here, and we're going to listen to the reason why this demonstration is taking place.
Right, guys, so bank holiday, thank you for coming. Can you all hear me? So firstly, thanks for turning up. It's a bank holiday. You've all given up your time. Okay, this isn't something that I like to do, stand in front of you and do a speech, but I'll step up to the plate and do it anyway, okay? Okay, so why are we here today? Okay, so no one should be here today if they're against the Rnli as far as I'm concerned. I see them as a 4th, basically, medical service within the UK. This is their 201 anniversary. There's over 600 volunteers that have lost their lives since 1824. So that deserves a round of applause on its own.
Yeah, I can stand for it.
Okay, 97% of people that work for the Rnli are volunteers. They're people like you and me. They give up their time. Okay, we should be very, very grateful that we have this in this country. So today, I know there's a big discontent and a however you want to word it, basically between the public, the government, but unfortunately the Rnli are damaging themselves. Okay, now what they're doing, now they might only be bringing in 3.7% of the people and the rest are being done by Border Force, okay, but it goes against the very morality and morals of the people in this country. And this is basically why I assume that most of you are here today, because you're against what's going on. Now, I'm not against the Rnli. As I say, I'm very grateful that they're here. I wanted to continue. They've taught over 30,000 children how to swim, locally and nationally. Okay? They provide lifeboats, of which they have done about 9,000 plus services and basically rescues this year. One of their busiest years was last year in 20 years at 9,127. When the Border Force are busy, the Rnli get used by the government, let's put it that way, okay, to bring in and rescue people. Now, we understand the Rnli are a humanitarian charity, probably one of the best funded and most liked charities within the UK. So I don't believe anybody should be against them. I believe we should all be grateful. And actually, the Rnli is one of only two of these institutions in the world. So we should be very grateful for that. Yeah. Okay, now, personally, I think they do a fantastic job. I actually know some of the volunteers. Okay, so I'm not against these people, but I'm shaking. Sorry, guys.
You're doing a good job, bruv.
As I say, is it the Rnli that's a charity to be bringing these people to our shores? No! I don't personally believe it is. I personally believe it's our Coast Guard, our Border Force, and our Navy. Okay. Now, when the Border Force are busy, obviously they're going to ask the Rnli to go and rescue people. I don't believe that any person here wants to see children, women and anyone else drowning or dying at sea. Okay, now we know that they saved over 1,700 people last year. Yet again, deserves a round of applause. Okay, so we've organised this today, as I say, not for the destruction of the Rnli, but every time they do this, how many people used to donate to the Rnli that now don't? Put your hands up. Okay, so is that good? How much longer will this Rnli last if everybody in the country decided they're not going to donate no more? Well, I'll tell you now, they own 137 million in the bank as a backup. They would last 8.3 to 9 months if everybody stopped donating. 1% of their overall contribution, last year they had 249 point something million donated. Part of that, 6% of that, is done through trading. All this information, by the way, is online on Google on their PDFs themselves. So there's nothing here that's untruthful. There's nothing here that's unfactual. Okay, we have to keep it factual, regardless of your own opinions. Your opinions are your opinions, but it doesn't mean it's the truth. Okay, now 190 million a year they need to basically survive. Okay. I've lost my bit. So they basically need 190 million a year. That's what it costs them to run. Okay, 81% of all donations are used back to rescuing and saving people's lives. Okay, 19% is used to basically regenerate income for the Rnli. So as I say, I'm not against them. I'd be very grateful if someone else wants to stand up and do a speech. But if they're going to do a speech, you must keep it truth and you must keep it factual. As I say, we're not here against these guys. This building behind me has swimming pools in. This is where the firefighters of the UK are also trained. Okay, so there's many aspects that they do, there's many good things they do between the councils, our beaches, our lifeguards, our Rnli, our volunteers and everybody else. It's a very difficult sort of controversial subject because most people, when you say, oh, I'm going to have a debate or we're going to have a demo and it's against the Rnli, it's not actually against the Rnli, it's actually against the government that are against the people. Now the government are here to govern, they're not here to rule over, it's in the wording. Okay, so anyone else want to do a speech? Because I could probably keep talking all day, but I'm a bit shaky, I'm a bit nervous, and it's the first time I've done it. So,
well, I don't mind saying a few words.
I'm going to pass you the Brexit, Brian. I might come back on in a minute.
Okay. Could you just hold? I'm a bit careful. Don't. Yeah, at the bottom there. Yeah.
Don't turn it off.
Don't turn it off.
I think otherwise. Yeah.
Okay, my name's Brexit Brian. I travel all over the country supporting patriots. I support patriots because I believe in this country. I believe that British culture is the best culture in the world. Yeah. Now, when I grew up, there was never, I'm 66 years of age. And when I grew up, it seemed that people were proud to proclaim this country. It seemed that people were proud to define themselves as British. The English flag was flown in so many places. Today we have a totally different scenario. It seems like there's an attempt to bring the British culture down. It seems like there's an attempt to erase the English flag. If you put the English flag up nowadays, you've got people that are calling you racist simply for having that English flag. We, brothers and sisters, patriots, have a problem in this country. We are being overrun
by Marxists, by communists. Now, my main reason, obviously, for being here is to film, because I'm a filmer, I'm a YouTuber. But I'd just like to say something briefly about the Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Personally, I think they're great. I think they do a fantastic job. I've always supported them. I've got a sticker on my window supporting them. The issue here is what they are currently doing in regards to bringing economic migrants over from France. Many of us feel that these people that they're bringing over are not being rescued. They're coming from a safe Europe over here economically to gain the benefit of being here, which is fair enough, I suppose. If that's what you want to do, you want to try and do that, then you know you're going to try and do that. Although I disagree. They are economic migrants, but this service currently is going out of its way to facilitate them. Do you know they even travel over into French waters to go and collect them? The way they liaison with the French, we all know that the French are trying their best to dump them on us. We know that. You know, it's a load of rubbish to suggest that our government is giving them money to actually stop them. This is not true. There's a deliberate agenda to fill this country up with people who are not British. That is the long-term agenda. And people are upset and disappointed because this service is currently facilitating that situation. That's basically what I've got to say. You know, I do believe in the Royal National Life Institute. I think they're great workers. I think they're brilliant people, but I think they've got it wrong on this issue. Stop being a taxi service for illegal immigrants.
Well done, Brian. Is there anyone else who wants to step up to the plate and have something to say?
Okay, everybody, it's Brexit Brian. I just gave my little speech there. I thought I'd better say something because they're a bit short on speakers at the moment. I hope you're going to share my live feed. I hope you're going to get this out.
Come out and publicly state this, but it is actually in their own PDF. So you all you got to do is look online, look up Google, look up the truth. I can't stand here and just spout off any old rubbish that people think. Doesn't matter what you all think personally, privately, you have to speak truth, you have to speak facts, okay? Now, as I've all said, I think you're all here for the right reasons. I think everybody here loves this place, really, right? And I think, actually, if they weren't doing what they were doing, most people wouldn't still be donating. But right now, a lot of people are not donating because it's morally,
April the 12th is my birthday.
However you want to word it, it doesn't sit right with people. There's a disconnect, as I said, between the government and ourselves. That's all I'm going to say.
Well done, Darren. Well done, Darren. So just to recap, we're outside the National Lifeboat, Royal National Lifeboat Institute. They've got 4 massive buildings here. This is a huge industrial type estate. It's massive. So there's about 25 to 30 of us here, and on the other side there's about 40, 50 of them shouting and abusing us by calling us Nazi scum. You know, how can that be? You know, Nazi scum. I mean, what on earth are these people at?
Anybody else? Off to the pub then.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Off to the pub. Yay! Okay, so that's the demo over then. Please don't forget to share. Brexit Brian loves you. Is there anybody that could speak to me? Anybody? Nice words. We're live on Facebook. Yeah. Nothing. Well, I want to know why you're here.
Oh, you know, I've had enough of the free taxi service, isn't it? You know what I mean? All these illegals coming over on the free taxi service provided by the Rnli.
Yeah.
Enough's enough, isn't it?
You think that the boats should not pick them up? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Left with the border force and Coast Guard, mate. Oh,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
terrible, you know.
Do you think that they should be turned around and sent back to France, or is that
Yeah, 100%. You know, what I mean, we're
100%.
paying millions to France, obviously, to stop them coming over, and France seems to be letting more and more come over.
Yeah, that's a big joke, isn't it?
It's a joke, isn't it, mate? Come on.
I'm not even sure if they're really paying them any money.
Yeah, of course they're not. They're accepting the free money, ain't they? They ain't giving a shit. They ain't giving a shit about the UK, sorry.
Hey, bruv.
Nice one, mate.
Yeah, and I'll see you in Birmingham.
In 2 weeks, mate.
Birmingham, Britain first.
Come on!
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul Golden.
Yeah. Is there, are you alright? Would you like to say a few words? Yeah, could you tell me why you're here today, that sort of thing?
Well, we came really just to protest about the government using the Rnli as a taxi service for their overflow of illegal immigrants.
Yeah. Do you think it's some kind of liaison between the government and these?
I believe it's the government. I don't think these really want to be doing it, do they?
No.
They're a charity. They're volunteers. They're there to save lives and sea. They're not there to go and ferry you to be used as a taxi service, the government, because they've not got a secure border force that can cope with the...
Do you think there's any money? Someone making money out of this?
Someone's making money out of it. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's got to be. Don't quite know where. It's got to be the government.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I remember you from
Bill
Bournemouth.
Gates.
I remember you from Bournemouth and from Portsmouth and various other things.
Yeah.
You're a patriot of the.
Of the cause. You know, I've been out since Southport. It's just I'm against the government, corrupt government, basically.
Yeah.
Keir Starmer just needs to go.
So can I just give your group a plug?
Yep, enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough, Bournemouth. Well, enough is enough. Actually, we're South Coast.
And that's a Facebook group.
Facebook group, X group, Wessex Patriots. That's another one. That's a more Wessex Patriots sort of covers the whole up to.
And you're encouraging as many
Dover.
patriots as
As
possible
many
to join.
patriots as possible to join. Join up. Enough is
Brilliant.
enough.
Thank you very much, darling.
Thanks.
All right, there, bruv. Yeah, you got anything to say?
British.
Yeah, we're live on Facebook. Yeah, you got anything to say, bruv? You want to say anything?
British. Idiots, mate.
Keep Britain British. I think that just about sums it up, doesn't it?
It does, young man.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
Facebook post, by the
Yeah,
way.
I hope you enjoyed my speech.
I did, young man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just to say, Brexit Brian did a speech there. I do love getting the crowd going. I hope you're going to listen to that. I haven't listened to it myself. It's funny, you can get passionate and you can give a speech and not actually realise what you're saying yourself until later. Anyway, we're going to go. It's a short and sweet. Hello there, darling.
Hello.
You're good? Yeah, remind me, where have you come up from today?
I actually live in Poole.
Sorry?
I was born and bred here.
Okay, so you're local. You're one of those genuine locals.
Yeah, I'm what they used to call a Poolewright.
A what?
A Poolewright.
Oh, okay. That's someone who's born and bred here.
Yeah, like a Cockney is born within the sound of bow bells in London, and as I said, a Poolewright is somebody that was born and bred in the town of Poole, which I'm proud I was one of them.
So have you seen many changes in Poole? Demographic changes?
Thousands and thousands of changes, and the changes have literally ripped the heart out of Poole.
Really?
Yeah, as I said, it's a case of from what we used to have and stood for and what have you, because many decades, centuries ago, Poole was actually a county in its own right. Many people don't realise or know that, but they were. And as I said, it's a case of we've now been taken over by Bournemouth, and Bournemouth was originally in Hampshire, not in Dorset. It's a case of out of the two towns of Bournemouth and Poole, Poole has got more history and has been around on the map, a darn sight longer than what Bournemouth has.
So you're saying that the situation with the illegal immigrants and everything has directly affected Poole, yeah?
Yeah, was it? Even to the extent where, like, with what the government are now doing on about giving private landlords and everything, Christ knows how much money and everything to house them, people like members of my family, and two of them I've got with me here and everything, don't know from one moment to the next whether or not they're going to have a roof over their heads.
Yeah.
It's a case of, I've got a daughter at home that's sleeping on a sofa bed in my lounge because she can't get accommodation.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
She was born in England. She has the right to rent and what have you, but as I said, she can't get accommodation
because there's a limited amount of accommodation, and a lot of it is going to foreigners, illegal immigrants.
As I said, and with what the government are now doing, i.e. giving handouts and everything to private landlords to give them a roof over their head for the next 5 years or more. As I said, it's going to take even more accommodation away from members of my family.
Thank you? Yeah. I'm glad that I met you. I met you Southampton, didn't I?
Yeah, and you met me in London.
Hey, mate. Yeah, well done. I'm not going to give your name out because you know, obviously.
Mind.
What's your first name?
Yeah, my name's Sue.
Sue. Well done, Sue.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. You're a patriot. You're a patriot. Thank you.
You'll be seeing me in London in a few months' time.
Brilliant. Are you a Tommy supporter?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Let's have some of that. We want Tommy out. We want Tommy out. We want Tommy out. Yeah.
We want Tommy out.
It annoys me. I was trying to interview that lady, and all you've got is Nazi scum coming from this lot over here. Absolutely terrible. Okay, so we've had about I'd say there's about 40 of them over there, something like that. In the end, our numbers held up reasonably well. I'd put ours at 30. I'm going to go now. Brexit Brian loves you. Please don't forget my YouTube channel, Brexit Brian Stovell. We've got the police over there filming us all. I'm quite pleased with myself because today I made a speech. Bye now. Brexit Brian loves you. Thank you for watching.
Well, look, it's going to be on Brexit Brian and Laudits. Well, Brexit Brian isn't an YouTube channel, and obviously we've got Laudits as well.
Well, I'm currently on Facebook, but I will be on